Lightning Rod is a Rocky Mountain construction hybrid coaster located at Dollywood in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. The ride opened to the public on June 13, 2016 as the world's first launched wooden roller coaster. However, the ride has experienced an extreme amount of downtime, causing the park to take action by slowing the launch down, replacing sections of the famous wood topper track with steel I-box track, and removing 2 train operations. The ride consists of a 160-foot tall drop, speeds of up to 73 miles per hour, and some crazy ejector airtime. Lightning Rod also uses the terrain to its advantage, giving riders a very scenic and beautiful adventure through the trees and hills of Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. One thing to know about riding Lightning Rod when making a visit to Dollywood is that the ride really needs time throughout the day to warm up. The difference between morning Lightning Rod and afternoon Lightning Rod is very evident as the ride crawls through the layout in the morning. This review will only apply to Lightning Rod with its current launched lift hill, as the park has decided to remove the launch in favor of a more reliable high-speed chain lift hill in 2024. To start the ride, the train makes a right-hand turn as it departs the station. Then, as it hits the launch up the first hill, the ride accelerates from 0 to 45 miles per hour. The launch is definitely a very fun way to start off the ride, but it's nothing really all that special. The train drops a short length into a dip that leads into the tallest drop of the ride. After cresting that second hill, the train drops 165 feet and reaches a maximum speed of 73 miles per hour. While this drop is pretty good and gives some great floater in the back rows, I currently do have this ranked as the weakest drop on any RMC I've been on. That doesn't mean it's a bad drop, it just means there's a lot of better RMC drops out there. The train then rises up into a massive wave turn that gives a long dose of floater airtime. Then the train barrels through an Outer Bank wave turn that actually for me didn't really do much other than turn the train around for the return trip to the station. Honestly, this was probably the most underwhelming moment of the ride for me, as it looked really good on videos watching the construction, but then actually riding it was not anywhere near as good as it looked. Then you go into an off-axis airtime pop that gives a great mix of floater or ejector airtime depending on when you ride it. Coming up is one of the most famous elements on any RMC out there, the world-famous quad down. This element provides some strong ejector airtime, and while it definitely ran better before they slowed the launch down, it still gives some really fun airtime, although I will say I personally didn't think it was anything spectacular, just really fun. After the quad down, the final element is a massive, large overbank turn into a pop of floater airtime that then drops into the final brake run. Overall, this coaster is still probably the best ride at Dollywood for me, even though Thunderhead is very close. Lightning Rod still delivers stronger airtime and more unique elements, giving it the slight edge for me over Thunderhead. I just never really found this to be a top-tier RMC like people say, but I'd still give this ride a 9 out of 10. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.